Okay, during our relationship, okay, so I feel like in the beginning of our relationship, I was jealous of a certain YouTuber,
Name them.
Connor Franta, but then I realized that he's the most boring person I've
Okay,
ever
we
met.
don't need to be mean to Mr.
I'm not
Franta.
being mean, I'm being honest. There's a big difference here. Anyways, that's beyond. Nobody cares about him anymore.
And legend has it you are still jealous of me, Daniel. You have been subtweeting me. My name has been in your mouth and on your mind for years. You're obsessed with me. I don't know why. I don't think about you. The internet doesn't think about you. You are categorized as one thing, Joey Graceffa's ex-boyfriend. Leave me alone. If my crime is being boring, your crime is being nothing.
Oh, girl, you ate me up. I have to admit that you ate me all the way up.
Hello and welcome to Influencer Police, a place where we expose the lies, the cheating, and the dirty ways of these filthy influencers. Today's suspects: Connor Franta roasting and owning Daniel Preda and his shady ass comments towards him. I'm Chief Coconut, and today I am joined by Detective Doodleberry. Let's get into it. And I love how like the car just was like zooming by like this whole time. Hello, motherfuckers. This is Detective Doodleberry here. And basically what happened was Daniel Preda was on this Joey Graceffa video, and it was this video about uncomfortable questions. And I don't know if y'all have ever seen the late night James Corden show, that annoying bitch. Annoying bitch. So, no one likes him. Anyways, he has this like thing on his show that he does with celebrities where he has this whole table of nasty, weird things to eat. And he has these like questions, and they're basically like questions that have a lot of tea. And he tries to like bait the celebrities, you know, like answer this question or eat this, like drink this like fish piss or some crazy shit, okay? So that's basically what Joey Graceffa and Daniel were recreating, but the questions were about their relationship because these motherfuckers used to date for a long time, for like a while, and you know, they would vlog and everything. And that's the only reason anyone knows about this Daniel dude, is because of Joey Graceffa, obviously. Yeah. So anyways, one of the questions was for Daniel was if he was ever jealous of anybody during their relationship. And at first he tries to completely swerve the question and say that he was never jealous of anybody because everyone was a flop. And then Joey basically calls him out and was like, no, like you were jealous of somebody. And immediately Daniel is like, okay, yeah, like he just immediately goes right into it. And he was like, well, in the beginning I was jealous of this one YouTuber. And then he's like, Connor Franta. And then he makes some shady ass comments. He makes some shady ass comments and was like, he's so boring. Like, what did he exactly say? Like, he basically says, I was jealous of him in the beginning until I realized that he was the most boring person ever. And like, nobody even cares about him anymore. Yeah, and apparently Mr. Preda has a history of shady ass comments because he used to subtweet about Connor Franta for like, I guess, years, and has this like weird jealousy towards him. Should I get into the tweets now or later? Let's get into it now, bitch. Fuck it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the tweets. Okay, so his first tweet about Connor was, we should focus on being a great people with a strong character rather than having a great feed / Instagram. That's true. Goals. Because he was really jealous of Connor's Instagram feed because, like, I guess it was super, like, aesthetic. I remember it was really aesthetic back in the day for, like, its time. Yeah. Okay. So his next tweet about him was, 'cause TBH, I won't mention names, You could have a gorge Insta and be a slice of stale white bread in person with no personality. No one cares.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then his next tweet is, I think someone was like coming for him, like one of Connor's fans, and then he commented back, not at all. Not at all. It had to do with comments on my Instagram, but really nice to see how a fandom can attack so quickly. So he was being like called out for being shady.
Of course.
So I believe Daniel, or was it Joey, who this video Connor stitched? Who posted it? Was it Daniel?
It was Daniel.
So Daniel posted a little clip from the new Joey YouTube that he was in. And the clip he decided to post was him calling Connor Franta.
It was a montage.
Connor like caught wind of this and then clipped that little section of the montage and responded and basically popped the fuck off on him and was like, you have literally been like trying to drag my name for years and like subliminally tweeting me and all this shit, and like you say that I'm boring, well, you're nothing. He was like, if like, what was it, like my biggest thing is being boring, then like you're literally like nothing.
For real. And he's so right. Like, no one even really knows who this Daniel Preda guy is. Like, be so for real with yourself. You have like 200K followers on TikTok. And I know like we have 400 subs. Like, I don't even care. Like, Connor Franta was so big for like his era of his time. Like, if you know, you know. Like, back in the OG YouTube days, like Connor Franta was it for a moment. So don't even play. Like, you are never relevant, Mr. Daniel Preda. And like during this entire video, he was so pretentious and annoying, and like there were so many like questions that he answered where like his answers were just so annoying. Like he answered a question about when was the last time that they hooked up. And, like, why are they even hooking up? Like, at that point, just be together. Like, ew.
No, this whole video, like, there was so much, like, tension between them. And, like, it was very, like, you know what I'm talking about, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, anyways, he basically says the last time they hooked up was Valentine's Day, which was not that long ago. So, yeah, of course there's going to be tension.
Yeah.
And the way he explains it is like, I know he was joking, so don't come for me. Like, I get this is, I guess, his humor, but he says like, well, like Joey has like no friends and no love interests, so I invited him over for a night with like me and my girly, and we were like watching a movie. And like, yeah, like I just didn't want Joey to like hang himself with a shower curtain. Like, I didn't want to find him like dead the next day. Like, he like says like he was like being neighborly and like joking about it. And you can kind of tell by Joey's body language that like Joey's kind of just like, what the fuck? And then Joey's like, we're ill. Like, he's trying to joke about it, like saying they're like sick in the head, low key.
Yeah.
And then Daniel's like, we're not ill. Like, we're just horny.
Yep.
It's like that. Okay. That is so rude. Like, you're basically saying that like Joey's just kind of like another body. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, really on Valentine's Day too. Like, this guy is toxic. Like, I don't like this man.
Yeah, it was very toxic vibes. It's like you're gonna hook up on Valentine's Day and then like that's how you're gonna like talk about it in front of Joey's face. And like I just like know Joey's like sensitive. Like,
I know for sure. You can just you can feel the vibes there. It was really like kind of low-key shady and uncomfortable.
It was shady. And I mean, you know, after Joey defended like Colleen, basically, I mean, I don't think he ever denounced her, and I know he's had some shady ass videos with like Shane Dawson in the past, and like he's definitely been canceled in his own right, but You know, he's sensitive. So, you know, I felt a little bad for him in this video. I'm like, oh, I see the toxic
I don't
going
feel
on.
bad for him. You can remove yourself from a situation and you can remove a person from your life. And
That's true. Why is he, like, talking to this guy?
he never stopped. Like, once they announced their breakup, they remained friends. And, like, I don't think Joey has ever dated anybody since publicly. Like,
I don't think he has.
and, like, I don't know if the other guy has. Like, he's so fucking irrelevant. Like, I could care less. But it's just as toxic to me. It's like, just be together or don't be together. Like, what is that? This guy's obviously, like, emotionally abusing you in a way, like
Yeah.
taking advantage of you. You obviously still like him. Like,
Yep.
I seen the way you were looking at him.
Yep.
So don't even try to play.
I will say, though, that Daniel was looking really good. Like, he blew up, in my opinion.
That's just you, boo.
I like the outfit. Like, I like the beard. Like, he was looking good.
I think that guy's ugly. I've always thought he's ugly. He has some
I
big
thought
ass,
he
like,
used to
weird
be,
looking lips.
like,
Like, he can go fuck
ugly.
himself. I don't
Now
like
I
that
think
guy.
he's, like, looking good.
Like, coming for Connor Franta, really, for what? Like, Connor Franta has never bothered anybody, okay?
I
Just
know.
leave him alone. Like, you call that boring? Like, I think he's just a peaceful, like, to himself guy. And you're just full of yourself and crazy.
Look, I don't know anything about motherfucking Connor Franta, but I am team motherfucking Connor Franta.
I know a little bit about Connor Franta. Like, he used to be in O2L. I used to, like, watch O2L when I was, like, really young.
Shout out to Trevi.
And shout out to Trevi. And
Only person I would watch.
But I used to watch Connor sometimes. And it's like, yeah, like, I guess he could be, like, seen as a little boring, but he's just, like, chill and, like, unproblematic, honestly. So just pipe the fuck down. And he has millions of followers. And who are you?
Literally, who are you?
Who are you?
And even Connor mentioned in his, like, roast about Daniel, like, literally no one knows who you are.
We
besides-
all only know this
yeah.
guy for dating
from-
Joey Graceffa.
Yeah, he said that in his, like,
It's
roast.
like, I literally would never know who you are. We only know who this guy is because Joey Graceffa posted a music video one day and it was his coming out. And Daniel happened to be the other guy casted in this video to, like, do the kiss at the end.
Yep.
That's the only reason that we ever knew who this guy was.
And then they made, like, a whole, like, relationship channel, basically, for, like, ever.
Exactly. Like, please be so for real. And once that relationship ended, like, boo, your relevancy ended as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So just shut up.
And
I'm so
also,
sick of these people.
In the video, he was being, like, weird, like, calling Joey autistic and stuff. And it was just, like, so weird to me.
And it's like, I get, like, joking around. Like, I get it. Like, sometimes I say some, like, kind of crazy shit when I'm joking. But there's just something about his energy that I just don't like. Like, you can just kind of feel that he's really, like, full of himself.
But also...
And it's like, why?
They mentioned in the video, like, we're not gonna talk down women today. Like, how do they normally talk down about women? Like...
I know what?
It was really weird, like, comment. I don't like the comment. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, women?
I didn't like a lot of his little comments.
Yeah, he said a lot. Oh, and then the comment he said about receiving Prime and, like, he doesn't want it.
I was just gonna bring that up. He also said in this video that, like, Prime was allegedly sending him product. And he was saying, like, Prime, stop sending me product. I don't like it. It tastes horrible. And then he went on to say, and I just, like, put it out for the delivery people. Like, you know, I put this little, like, snack thing outside. I'm like, hydrate, boo. It's like, okay, so you just said that it was disgusting, but you're leaving it out for the delivery people?
Like, what? Like,
And telling them to hydrate? That is so rude.
I know, like, what, they're just peasants, and, like, they'll take, like, whatever you leave out for them, like, and you think it's disgusting things.
I know, that's so rude.
That's so rude.
I don't like this guy. Sorry, not sorry.
I don't like him either. I've never liked him. I've always been, like...
I don't understand why
no.
Joey Graceffa doesn't just drop this guy.
Well, clearly, Joey has some problems that he needs to work through.
Yeah, well, that was evident with Colleen Ballinger, you know.
Yep. And then I also tried to like, one time I tried to put a video in our videos about Joey talking about Colleen for reference, and he like copyrighted that shit.
Oh, I can't imagine how this video is gonna go.
I know, so I'm like, hopefully he doesn't copyright these clips. I've seen a lot of other drama channels like put this in, but this guy is like no fucking joke. Like, he just doesn't want shit out there.
Too bad. I don't care.
Too bad, so fucking sad. Cry me a river.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Daniel responded on TikTok to Connor after like he got roasted and everyone came for him. He basically like just owned up to being roasted and said like, damn, like you ate me up. Like you ate me up.
He
And that
had
was
nothing else to say. What else was he gonna say? You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's nothing. He couldn't like come back with something because he would be like, people would come for him so fucking hard, and
It's
he knew
still
that.
just kind of not enough though, because it's like all these old like tweets are resurfacing and all these other rumors. So I don't really like his response, honestly. It's like, no.
It's pretty like,
It's like, let's talk about how you're actually low-key obsessed with Connor Franta and you're a shady little bitch and no one even knows who you are.
I think
No one cares about you. He
I think that's why he just kept it short and sweet, and like he didn't want to get into it.
is so weak and
'cause
lame.
he looked bad, and yeah, people were coming for him in the comments.
Okay, are we done with this topic?
Why?
I have something else to say, like a little side note for these hoes.
What?
Do you know who Leo Skeppy is?
No.
So there's this guy that blew up on TikTok, and his name is Leo Skeppy, and he's another gay influencer. And he's like this bigger, like muscular, really tall, kind of like bald, intimidating looking man.
Never trust a bald man.
I don't know if he's fully bald. I think he is, but anywho, he wears like all black. He's always wearing boots. He always tries to like come off as really aggressive and intimidating. It's kind of like his whole shtick, okay? But he's like this gay man. And recently, people have been reacting to these like podcast clips of him. He has like his own podcast where it's just like him talking. Basically just him posting on YouTube talking to the camera. And it's supposed to be like this motivational type podcast thing, okay? Of him just like trying to teach people how to be like a bad bitch or something. Like kind of like him, like he thinks he's like this like bad bitch, right? Anyways, so people have found these like old clips of him talking about his ex. And in the video, he basically explains that he wanted to like unalive his ex and chop his body into pieces.
Oh my god.
Allegedly. Well, I mean, I don't even have to say allegedly. I guess he really said this. So anyways, he said these crazy things, and he said he didn't want to make him a full nugget, but he wanted to basically ruin this guy's life. He even talked about doing things to this guy's dog. And he also said that this guy basically used to be a nurse, and he said that he knows how to do what he's saying he wants to do to this guy's body.
He used to be a nurse?
Yes.
Oh no.
And he said that he knows people in the medical field, he knows doctors that would help him do this. This was all in a video that he posted like to YouTube.
Wait, so it's just like a YouTube video
Of him just like ranting, talking, and like trying to come off as this like crazy, like tough guy. And people are talking about this. I've seen so many, you know, like Jesse Smiles. They reacted to it, and like people have blown their like reaction up.
I really never thought I would get to a place where I wouldn't find joy out of popping somebody in their mouth.
Ugh, I'm uncomfortable.
So my plan was I was going to mutilate my ex. I was going to cut his arms and legs off at the elbows. because I still wanted to have some nubs. Arms and legs, at the knees and elbows. I didn't want to turn him into a full nugget. I wanted to just mutilate the fuck out of him, and I have the medical background to do it. And I have the connections in the medical field to do it. And I'm friends with a lot of doctors and surgeons, and at that time, they all knew what I was going through, and they were all on board to help me.
Fucking liar.
Oh. I've seen this all over TikTok, and I have seen this Leo Skeppy guy on TikTok so many times, okay? And I've always thought he rubbed me the wrong way. He's always on some really aggressive vibe type shit, okay? And this clip of him saying this shit is so crazy. And he's also said some other crazy shit before, so I'm not really surprised. Like, he's always talking about like beating people up and like there's always like stories of him like out with these other influencers and like TikTokers like out at the club, and like he's always like trying to like play tough guy and like threaten people for his friends and like pretend like he's this like badass guy, right? But this was just crazy, like, and to post it online, like, whether you're kind of joking or what or whatever, like, it was so detailed and, like, nasty.
Was his ex a man?
Of course. And so he's also said previously in, like, other content that he used to be a nurse, right? Hence him saying, oh, I know all these doctors and all these people that could, like, that said they would help him. Okay. So he says he used to be a nurse in this other like content. And he also mentioned that he was basically fired from being a nurse, and like I think he might have even had his license or certification, whatever the fuck it is, like taken away, allegedly, because somebody in his life like got him fired. And if I'm gonna be so honest here, like, and he said it was an ex of his that did this. It was obviously this ex. Like,
wow.
He probably was scared for his life. Like, shout out to whoever that person was, because you did the people, like, a favor. Like, this guy is seriously, like, I don't like him. He's so crazy.
Oh, what a creep.
You'll have to, like, clip that shit in.
You'll have to send me all that, because I don't feel like researching that.
I will. I can be really short, but if y'all seen that, like, I seen it too. It was really nasty.
Well, I haven't seen that shit, and I don't really care about that shit, to be honest.
The gay men are wildin', y'all.
Apparently.
They're wildin'.
So, is there anything else that you want to say?
Oh, there's just so much happening, but I guess we'll keep it at that.
Keep it light today, because I'm fucking tired, and I have so much shit to do. And I just want to say that everyone recently just, like, has been a complete a-hole, just, like, in IRL. But I'm just, like, so annoyed, so...
People have been seriously weird, really weird. I've had really weird things going on.
Same. I'm just, like, I hate this, like, negative energy. Like, ew. Fuck off.
For sure.
But yes, please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We'd really appreciate it. Like the video to boost the algorithm. Please leave a comment. Tell us what you think. And put on the notifications so you never miss a video.
I kissed a girl and I liked it. The taste of her cherry chips. Ooh. I kissed a girl just to try you.
I hope my boyfriend don't mind it. It felt so wrong, it felt so right. Don't mean I'm in love tonight. I kissed a girl just to try it.
I like that.
Just to try it.
I like that.
Us girls, we are so kissable. Are something lips so something something hard to resist.
Okay, we're singing it way too late.
What does she say though? She goes, la la la, deny it. And then she's like, it's innocent. Okay, wait. Before we end the video, she has been slaying. Have y'all seen her? She has been hot.
That bitch is a robot.
She brought back her long black hair. Y'all better watch out.
That bitch has Neuralink in her brain. She's being controlled.
I love it. Okay, subscribe.